What about wide receivers in the draft? They have the sixth pick. You have the pick that keeps getting later in the first round because the Jaguars keep winning. Um, what do you see the Browns doing in the first round?
I think that, when we talk about that later pick, the sixth pick, first questions first is when you leave the combine, what do you think is possible at quarterback? Do you think it's possible to trade up? If you think it's possible to trade up, that's going to dramatically shift what you're going to do with those two picks because you might use both those picks to move up. If you do not think it's possible to trade up, then you have to ask yourself, okay, what do you think about Ty Simpson? What do you think about Carson back in that second class of quarterback? And then you have to ask yourself, do you think one of those guys can be a upper tier starter in the league? If you do, take them wherever you're sitting. If you don't. And then you get to the offensive line and the wide receiver class. For me personally, I want the Browns to get way more physical on the offensive line. So we're looking at guys like Caden Proctor. We're looking at guys like Malega, maybe Caleb Lomu at tackle. He's real young, not really as physical. But I think you're looking for guys who can get real physical. You got to ask yourself, what did you do in free agency? Did you get Rashad? Did you get a starting left tackle? Did you get a starting center in free agency? Both those kind of players are available this offseason. So you might be able to fill both things in free agency. So are you just looking for a guard? I think Caden Proctor makes a ton of sense if you're looking for a guard. Same thing with Malega, Francis Maualuga out of Miami. So really, I think that's the point of emphasis. Get more physical. Who's available? Is Jordan Tyson going to fall in this draft class? Or does Makai Lemon in a trade back present itself in the middle? I think there's a lot of different ways it can play out and a lot of different ways the Browns can kind of play this situation.